A beer-fueled bar fight lands two men in a jail cell for 24 hours. They've been arguing non-stop because Greg jokingly sold his Lamborghini to Michael for $500 using a paper napkin contract. Greg finally gets in touch with his lawyer and explains the entire situation. His lawyer responds, "You're screwed if you want to argue unconscionability. This rule only applies when a contract is so unfairly one-sided that it shocks the conscience of the court. That's not what happened here." Under the peppercorn theory, a small payment is sufficient. Courts don't get involved in whether the payment or exchange of value was adequate. "What the hell do I pay you for?" Greg said. "You told me there's 5 ways to break a contract, one involving God." The lawyer takes a long pause. Let's just go through the other 4 ways. The first way to break a contract is a mutual mistake. A contract requires a meeting of the minds. If your minds were in 2 completely different universes, there is no meeting. Because the contract specifically mentions a 2026 Lamborghini, this rule wouldn't apply. Number 2 is duress and undue influence. Michael didn't put a gun to your head or threaten you with physical harm. And there's no relationship between you two where he has the power to pressure you into a deal. Number 3 is illegality. You cannot sign a contract to break the law, such as suing a drug dealer for bad drugs. Here, there's nothing illegal about selling a Lamborghini. The 5th option is act of God or force majeure. Remember that girl you were supposed to marry in 2020 before she ran off with your best man a few months later? "I rather not remember," Greg says. Well, COVID-19 happened and everything shut down, which is how it got postponed. When circumstances beyond your control, such as war, natural disasters, or global pandemics, make it literally impossible to fulfill the contract, you're excused. It's too bad you put it in writing, because then I could get you out of this. Greg says, "You're fired," and he hangs up the phone. Greg walks over to Michael, snatches the napkin out of his hand, and tears it up. "No contract, no case," Greg says. At that very moment, the deputy tells them they're free to go. Michael stands there and stares at Greg. "All right, time to go," the deputy says. Both men go their separate ways. If you're curious about whether Michael can still prove his case, watch the video in the description. But before you do, please like and subscribe.